The scene begins in the middle of the investigation on the stopped train. Shanghai Lily has been asked by Mr. Chang to translate for a French passenger. Notice how she walks down the hallway, much like how throughout the film the train goes down the tracks, approaching the camera. She walks through a railing, oftentimes throughout the film, the same way she wears her fur coat. She seems unbothered by the fact that she is with a man she doesn't quite know. His authority nor his influence actually matter to her. She looks him up and down like he is nothing. The interview implies two things about Shanghai Lily. That she is used to being around men, oftentimes the only woman in the area, as she is one of the few women on the train, and that she knows French and many other languages enough to feel comfortable translating them. This implies that she is well versed in her travels and travels often. It is not until later that we know that this is because of her job. As the Frenchman leaves, Mr. Chang is now able to do what he's always wanted, to interview Lily, who is well known by all the men on the train, as obvious by the Frenchman bidding her adieu. Mr. Chang gets up and tells his guards to leave, and Lily gets up as well, wanting to be equal in height and both camera angle to Mr. Chang. Mr. Chang believes he is the aggressor in the situation. However, Lily flaunts around like nothing actually bothers her, always doing her cute, classic Marlene Dietrich expressions. Mr. Chang asks her important questions and she dismisses them with silly answers. Like the fact that she's there is because she wants a new hat, referencing her conversation on the back of the train with Dog, where she takes his hat and puts it on in a classic power move. Mr. Chang is provided by Lily with several time frames that don't actually matter. She's always in between train stops and can't spend time on staying at her destination, although she offers the information that she has stayed in China for 8 years. This could reference Doc, just as how he asks her later on if she has ever been married, and she tells him that she was once engaged, looking away into the distance like a memory long forgotten. She also states that her parents no longer keep in contact with her, and this is perhaps because of her new occupation. At the end of the scene, she grabs her sweater and quickly exits behind Mr. Chang. She joins the men back again and the action continues, proving her independence and strength throughout the film, and her relationship with Dog being the central point.